Take the next left, then you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived.
Here we go. Good morning. Monday. It's Bank Holiday Monday, April 21st, Easter Monday. And I'm out for a new walk to Bohernabreena Reservoirs. Never been here before. No idea what to expect. But it might be beautiful. Some sheep up there on the hills. Start of the Wicklow Mountains in front of me. It's been overcast. It's been a bit of rain. I'm not entirely sure what to expect this morning. I know it's popular. I know it's picturesque. But I don't know how. And it's different to what I've done in the last few walks. The last few walks I've done on the coast. Guaranteed nice views. Today it's inland. Now there's some dramatic scenery around. Hopefully that'll come out. But as for the walk, I've no idea. I believe it's about 12k. 2 reservoir lakes to walk around. Well, the first one you sort of go down the side, and the second one you do a full loop all the way around. Should take a couple of hours. So a nice bit of exercise, walk off all that chocolate I ate yesterday. By the way, happy Easter. But let's see what happens. That's what I love about these vlogs. You just start out on a path and you have no idea what's in front of you. Can you hear that birds? I love this time of year. Just listen for a minute. First thing to tell you is that the car park is really small here. So if you are coming, and it can get popular, there is another car park a bit further away. But if you want to get the one right by the gate, like I did, come early. It's just about 8:30 in the morning here. And I've seen 2 cyclists go past. There was a runner in front of me. There's a couple of walkers behind me. And that's just in the same few minutes. So yeah, it's busy. I think I'm ahead of the crowd, so I should get a nice quiet walk. By the time I get back, it's going to be a very different picture. And after a nice long walk, the last thing you want to have to do is walk and find your car. Now apparently, this walk, just move my fingers there. Apparently this walk is through a bit of a nature reserve. And there might be quite a few birds of prey. Now, I'm not a bird watcher, but I keep my eyes open and I see what I can capture. So at the moment we're just walking along the river. It's not very wide, but it's fast flowing. And that's, I think, indicative of what we're about to get to in a few kilometres time. Not a bird of prey, but wildlife. And I think that's the first of the reservoirs there, that retaining wall and dam. Certainly got a bit of a climb to get up now. So it looks like we're at the proper start. And yes, that is the sun. And just heading up this little hill, get the heart rate going. And all I can hear are birds and water trickling. It's one of the most peaceful starts to walk I've ever had. And yeah, we've arrived at the first one. Man-made. It's stunning. Judging by the fortifications around the side, the water level's quite low. And you can see by the staining on that tower there, it's quite a few metres, probably 4 metres, so it could go higher when it reaches its maximum. But look at this. What a way to start a Sunday morning. And that sun. Told you it was going to come. Told you it's going to be a sunny day. This is the lower lake. Smaller of the two, but just nestled in this forest. I got a lot of walking to do this morning, and I don't think the view's going to deteriorate too much all the way around, so I'm not going to hang around here too long. I'm going to keep going. Path is nicely sign marked, so hopefully no fears of getting lost out here in the woods. Couple of swans out there. That's kind of it. That's the length of the first reservoir walked. Very short. Like I said, I think the second one's much bigger and do a full lap around that, so that'll add a few K to the distance. I have to keep remembering to put it on the wide screenshots, capture just the landscape here. And the peace and the quiet of the marshlands there with that river, Dodder, running through between them. Do you know what I'm loving about this walk today? It's the first time I'm seeing everything so green. Everything's coming back to life. The trees aren't fully green yet, but there is so much. There's a couple of little hills on this. It's not too strenuous. Don't let my breathing push you off. That says more about me than it does about the walk. Trust me. But I guess there's a point to calling it the upper and lower lake. Well, that's because there's a bit of a height difference between the two. One is lower down and one is upper. And I've done the lower one. Now I'm making my way up to the upper one. So hopefully this is the last of the hill coming up. I think it's just round the corner. I hope so. Wow. I had too many chocolates yesterday. Looking on YouTube over the last couple of days, see if anybody else had done this walk. It's quite a popular one, lots of people do it. I couldn't see that many on YouTube. I don't know why. It's an easy to get to walk. It's an easy to do walk. It's stunning countryside. There you go, my catchphrase, stunning. What can I say? But it is. I mean, Ireland, you get, what am I, 8 miles, 10 miles from the city centre. Nothing really, easy, sit on the bus transport. And you have this beautiful, beautiful, peaceful world to come and explore and enjoy for free. And while I'm on that note, that's what I'm trying to do with this channel, is trying to look, well, I am looking for my best life. It doesn't cost a lot of money. So when I have to do things, when there are opportunities, I want to get myself to choose to go and do something rather than choose to not do something. So today's cost me nothing. Got a bit of fruit for a snack later on, nice drink. Didn't have to go to the shops, did that from home. Drove here in the car, just a bit of petrol money. No parking charges in this car park. The other one, I think there's a €5 charge. And the walk is free. And it's just beautiful. I want to travel with holidays or with work. I want to make myself do more in those experiences. Get out to places and see more. Experience the world that I live in, both local and far afield. So come along. Like, subscribe, join in, comment, say hello. Let's see what we can get up to together. And here we are at the upper lake. Looks a lot like the lower lake, but it's not. Because here, there are 3 elements that drop down. 3 walls. Last time it was just 1. And here we go. This is the upper lake. Oh, look at that heron. I'm just going to leave the camera to catch this sunlight bouncing off the lakes. And this reservoir, I can go all the way around. I do the full loop around this one and come back to this point here before following the path that way back down the hill. So we're not quite at the halfway point yet. You see, this reservoir is the big one. Now this reservoir, I believe, was built in around the 1830s to 1860s, and it was designed to serve the people of Rathmines at the bottom end of the hill into Dublin, and currently still does serve large areas of Dublin. I believe about 35,000 residents are still served their water from here, so it's fully operational. Obviously back in the 1800s, construction was simple and crude, but there's an elegance to it. The stonework, the brickwork, the steps. They made something beautiful out of something functional. That's what we should be doing. That's what I should be doing as an architect. You have to design something functional that people need. And then how do you make it beautiful? How do you give it something else? How do you make it something like this? It becomes a walk. That becomes nature. This is sustainable. This is sustainable design. Turning something into something better and making it last forever. There's a lesson in that. There you go, a full 360 view. Now, time for a little break. Tricky to get a picture of the water and me here at the moment. So hence my head sticking in from the corner. But this is just a stunning place to stop and take a moment. I wasn't sure about this walk. Inland, man-made, but I couldn't have been farther from the truth. This is as beautiful a landscape as I've walked. And I recommend it. If you get the chance, come and do this. Right. Let's get going again. We've got another reservoir lake to walk around. What can I say? What can I say? I'm just happy. Just happy. This side of the upper reservoir, the path changes a little bit still. As you can see, an easy walk, it's a path. But it's more of a path now and not a road. But the reservoir is never far from you. Look at that. Cherry blossom. I'm not against people coming and doing a bit of wild camping in places like this, personally. I don't know whether it's allowed or not. It doesn't bother me, but what does bother me is this sense of just leaving complete mess behind you. The campfire just left, charred. The remnants of your drinking. It's just not good. One night of fun for you leaves a mess in the landscape for everyone else who wants to come and enjoy it. Never mind the nature impact. Just have a bit more respect for what you do. Tidy up after yourself. Leave no trace. It's simple. Just do it. And that over there in the background is the start of the Wicklow Mountains. And as the summer goes on, that's where I'm going to do a few walks. Gets a bit more serious then. I was thinking about this YouTube vlog for the last few days. And I was wondering, could I make a theme out of it? Could I make something funny? What would my thumbnail be? All those questions that you have to go through. How do I get my likes? And I was sitting there wondering what I could do. And it hit me. Reservoir dog walks. Genius, hey? But my two little dogs, they're only mini schnauzers, tiny little legs. This is too big a walk for them. They'd absolutely go bananas for it, but it's just too long. And here's the more important part. If I brought the two of them with me, there'd be no footage for you. all my time would be spent looking after them, calling them back, pulling them in, carrying them. You'd have got no footage. Only two hands. So we just changed it from reservoir dog walks to reservoir walks. But that was the thinking behind the plan. You can see here that the reservoir's getting a bit more boggy and a bit more land. So that's it, I think I'm at the far end of the reservoir now. So it's about time to turn around and follow the track around the other side and start heading back to the car. So what time are we now? It's about 9:42. So it's just over an hour. But I've probably done more than half because I've probably done 3 sides out of the reservoir at this stage. So yeah, just over 2 hours, and that's with me stopping to do a bit of filming and things. So not too bad, you could do it in 2 hours. And it's a nice walk. Now, just follow the path around. Over this little bridge. And some new animals. Some horses. To add to my collection of animals from this walk. So from here you can turn left and head into the Dublin Mountains, which is that away. I'm not going to do it, but you can get some toilets, coffee, ice cream stop at the weekend. I guess that's today. But I'm heading back that way to find my way back around the reservoir. And this must be the start of it. where the river feeds into the reservoir. Down that way. And if I look over here, you can see the slightly faster running river before I head back onto the path. There you go, River Dodder. We've reached the source. I said it on the other vlogs, but what I love about these walks is how the mood and the scenery just changes as you walk. This is kind of like the third character here, walking with the river on one side, the reservoir on the other, and this sort of towpath between the two through these more mature green trees. On the other side, it was more of a little path through the woods. And then at the beginning, it was that walk of a lane up through the farms. I just love how it unfolds in front of you. And just reveals itself. And now you just have to stop and take it in every once in a while. Just enjoy the scenery. Enjoy where you're at. And like I said many times before, I'm not doing these YouTubes to make money. I'm not doing them to become famous. I'm doing them to make me come out and do more of this for me. It's just easy to bring you along when I do go. Moments like this, just being out on a bank holiday Monday morning, almost before the world is getting up. It's still only 9:45. I feel like I've done so much. And I just feel awake and alive. I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. Those are interesting. There's tunnels. Wonder if many people have ever gone down through them. And yes, it's that time of the year. So here's the two little lambs. So it's mum, dad with the horns, and the two kids. Happy families. Happy Easter, folks. Happy Easter. So, time for a drink. bit of rain now, so you can see I put my jacket on. It's not putting me off. And one thing I can definitely say now that I'm on the return journey back to the car, it's easier coming down the hill. Definitely easier coming down the hill. It's quite fun going back down the same path that you walked up at the beginning. You've got this different perspective because you've been out for an hour and a half, maybe even 3. You're seeing it from the opposite side, so instead of looking up, you're looking down. So although it sounds like you're going backwards, it's actually a very different experience. Capturing the last glimpses of this beautiful landscape. Might even go as far as to say stunning. So there we go. That's both lakes gone all the way around. Now it's just a little short hop downhill to the car and we're nearly done. And just to show you what Irish weather's really like, to finish up as I'm walking down the last few hundred meters, just the most stunning blue sky comes out with those Simpson clouds. What a day. So there we go, the end of a lovely walk. Back at the car park at Bohernabreena Reservoir, and like I predicted, 2 hours later, car park's full. There's people queuing, waiting for a space. So I'm trying to do this sign off here in the corner, so nobody's going to pressure me into leaving in my car. But thanks for watching. Another lovely walk. That's just me looking for my best life. But don't just watch me. Go out and look for your own best life. If you like the video, just like, subscribe, comment, anything you want to do, much appreciated. All helps grow the channel. Just starting, just trying to get going, trying to make something. But thanks for watching. Come along for the next one. Bye bye. Oh man, why do I have to pick the return shot up the hill? Now I've just got to do it twice.